Whether on the go or on the job, the legendary Toyota Tundra will leave you tundra-struck. It's time to be impressed. It's time to Toyota.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. RCMP tonight say 3 young people have been arrested after a historic railway car was destroyed by fire in Port Alberni yesterday. And as Janice Leo reports, it's just the latest in a string of vandalism targeting the rail line.
I have to end up ripping everything apart, everything that was wood inside of it.
What this 1930s Comox logging crew speeder looks like now is a stark difference to what it looked like just one day ago.
It still smells fresh. It's horrible.
This isn't the first time the Alberni Pacific Railway has been the victim of vandalism. On June 8th, electrical wires between the train cars were cut. And in recent months, there have been a range of attacks, including broken windows, graffiti, and equipment theft.
The last few months, we've had vandalism pick up at the Alberni Pacific Railway like crazy.
Yesterday's fire broke out around 3 in the afternoon when multiple people called 911, noting flames and smoke billowing from the area.
Our initial crew got on scene. The car was fully engulfed with flames at that point. But there were bystanders from an adjacent property that had dragged over a fire hose and were starting to suppress the fire.
The society suspects the fire was set intentionally, noting these papers with burned edges were not in the train car prior to the fire.
We determined quite quickly that it was suspicious in nature, and so at that point we involved the RCMP.
The RCMP say they located and arrested 3 suspects, all of them youth. They're thanking witnesses for their help.
I'm feeling very dismayed and disheartened.
Laurie LaPlante has worked on this speeder for years. He says it was fully operational with plans to have it available for rides later this year, along with the Alberni Express, which offers weekend trips. It's all been made possible thanks to volunteers.
And they've poured hundreds and hundreds of hours into keeping this up as an actual operating piece of history.
With extensive damage here on this speeder, the Alberni Pacific Railway is talking about rebuilding as repairing is not an option. They're asking the community to support by donating online or volunteering here at the railway, all with hopes of rebuilding an important piece of this province's history. There's been weeks or months of vandalism here. Is there any discussion on what to do to up the security in this area?
We have lots of conversations, especially over the last few weeks with all this vandalism happening. We can build a fence, we can install brand new cameras, we can hire security. There's lots of stuff we can do. It's really, a lot of the times, it comes down to the costs.
Either way, the railway says it won't let repeated vandalism derail its efforts to preserve the past.
One person was treated for smoke inhalation after a fire broke out at an auto shop in the 700 block of McPhee Avenue in Courtenay this morning. Crews happened to be monitoring an open burn nearby and were able to get to the scene quickly, but it proved to be a challenging blaze to control.
Fully involved coming outside of the automotive, out of the bay door area. Multiple vehicles in there on fire, so it was really hard to make access to extinguish. So it's been a bit of a delayed time just for safety of crews making entry and making sure that everything is stable before we get in there and do the final extinguishment.
Instant fire, like right away. Like we couldn't even put it out with we grabbed our fire extinguisher from the church here, but it was just too massive. So I'm like, well, we got to dial 911, get the guys here.
Galandi says he was first alerted to the fire by an explosion. Officials say that's expected when fire breaks out in an automotive shop with lots of pressurized cans of fuel and other flammable liquids inside. There's no word on what caused the fire. And smoke could be seen billowing from behind a rural property near Port Alberni today. The Port Alberni Fire Department says its crews, along with Sprout Lake, Beaver Creek, and Cherry Creek fire departments, were assisting BC Wildfire Service with the response. Firefighters were able to get the human-caused wildfire near the Cherry Creek Beaufort Range under control. Nanaimo RCMP are on the lookout for a stolen shotgun and a person of interest. Police say the shotgun was stolen from a parked truck in the early hours of June 6th in the 100 block of Cameron Road. Sometime between midnight and 11 a.m., a person smashed the rear passenger window of the truck and stole the shotgun. Police say a bank card and a blanket believed to be covering the shotgun were also taken. And Mounties also releasing a photo from a security video of the suspect. Anyone with information is asked to call Nanaimo RCMP. Well, a plan to have a replacement pool in Victoria during the Crystal Pool construction has hit a new snag after significant damage from an internal water leak was found at the former YMCA building.
Significant amount of water had been cascading down the stairwells, through the walls, and through the ceilings.
The City of Victoria previously announced plans to upgrade the former Y building on Broughton Street to keep it open during the years-long closure of Crystal Pool. But today, city staff said a water line broke on the third floor of the building and all floors sustained damage. The city says work is underway to assess the damage, address safety precautions, and determine any other potential impacts. Once the scope of the damage is understood, staff will then look at whether this affects the city's plan to close Crystal Pool this fall and move customers to the Broughton location. Well, Victoria firefighters are firing back against the city after losing parking spots for first responders. The union is speaking out against the city's plan to possibly put a garden on the Johnson Street Parkade. Here's Mary Griffin.
Victoria Fire Station Number 1 opened in April 2023 to much fanfare, a modern facility equipped with the latest up-to-date gear and technology. Except it's missing one thing: parking for its first responders.
It's industry standard that fire departments have parking for suppression personnel. And yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect the same in the city of Victoria.
For the past 3 years, the firefighters parked at the old fire hall and walked to work. But that agreement recently came to an end.
Firefighters received notice at the end of 2025 that they weren't going to be able to park here anymore in the lot at the old fire hall number 1. Even though the city of Victoria still owns the property and facility staff works inside the building, the parking lot is closed for parking.
The union says after rejecting its proposal for employer-provided parking, council voted to move forward with a proposed community garden on the rooftop of the Johnson Street Parkade, which a study found had excess parking capacity.
And so we're just a little bit confused in the messaging.
In a statement to CHEK News, the City of Victoria says it values its firefighters and operational requirements are met through the provision of adequate parking available at all fire station locations. It says no city staff in the downtown core provided free parking. However, firefighters at the other 2 fire halls outside the downtown core do get to park at the halls for free. City Council also gets free parking passes. Vic PD says its working officers park their personal vehicles at Royal Athletic Park for free, but it's a taxable benefit and not paid for by the city. Montgomery is concerned the lack of free parking at Fire Hall 1 could impact response times.
Certainly, it could have an impact on staffing. If somebody's even a few minutes late, it could result in a vehicle being browned out and there being less people available to respond because someone's circling around the block looking for parking.
The union says it's filed a grievance with its employer, but that's been denied.
Well, Port Alberni is set to welcome its first cruise ship since 2019, but it's not your typical vessel. The World Residences at Sea will dock in Port Alberni Saturday morning and departs late Sunday night. And unlike normal cruise ships, this vessel is for long-term residents who can buy one of the 165 units on board. The city notes the terminal will not be open while the ship is docked, asking people to avoid the closed area. Well, the relay team in the end-to-end ride, including CHEK's Ed Bain and Jeff King, arriving in Port Hardy tonight and are heading back to Victoria in their 48-hour ride, raising funds for the Island Kids Cancer Association. And tonight, Jeff King has more on one of the 9 cyclists and the inspiration she's holding on this island ride.
12-year-old Eamon Miller is the kind of boy you'd be proud to have as a son.
We've always thought of Eamon as this empathetic kiddo, always putting other kids first, a loyal friend.
Eamon excels at sports, especially hockey, but 2.5 years ago, he started showing signs that something was not right.
he was getting tired. He was complaining that he was really tired. He'd get up in the mornings and he'd say that he was having this brain wiggle, that his brain was jiggling.
That led to a trip to the emergency room for tests, then a referral to BC Children's Hospital, where doctors delivered news no family is ever prepared for.
The oncologist had come into the room to say to Trevor and I, like, it's leukemia, it's B-cell, acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
In an instant, life changed for the Miller family.
Of 1 year, from April 2nd until the following April 2nd, we were in Vancouver at Children's or living at Ronald McDonald House for 194 days. Eamon has had 28 blood and platelet transfusions to date, and he had a lot in those first few months.
Sadly, like most families going through this horrible journey, they have been tested in ways most never face. Dad Trevor and daughter Charlie remained on the island while Mom and Eamon battled together at Children's Hospital, physically apart, but always together in the fight.
I describe them as a storm. We're in the darkest storm. These are the darkest, hardest days that are just unimaginable. And I wish that I could take all the pain away, all his missed opportunities, because he has missed out on 2 years of a childhood. If we are able to share our story and, you know, be able to have one family realize that they're not alone, then I feel privileged.
Jen is also giving back by joining this year's end-to-end relay team to help raise funds and awareness through the Island Kids Cancer Association.
That's part of the reason for doing this ride, to be able to show up for a community of tiny warriors living on Vancouver Island and build awareness and advocate for these kiddos.
For Eamon and his family, the battle is ongoing. But Jen says what keeps her going through each grueling pedal is the thought of her son's strength day after day.
And he's absolutely, hands down, my hero.
I'm Tess Van Straten, and your sunny forecast is coming up soon. But first, here's a look at weather around the world. Lots of sunshine in 33 in Tunisia's capital, 13 and partly sunny in Christchurch, New Zealand, and a sizzling 38 with sunny breaks in Bordeaux, France.
Weather around the world is brought to you by ComSense Cabinets. Designed for your space, built for your life.
You lied to me once, you don't get another chance. You better tell me the truth.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 9.
Charlie's having a friend over.
Aww. Yo, we brought chips.
Just a few more kids.
Enjoy.
You know we can see you, right?
Teens might not care if you protect your home, but we do. Claims-free homeowners save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Everything seemed okay. I thought maybe my helmet got the worst of it, but I went in just in case. There were a lot of other patients in the ER, but they insisted on running tests. I felt fine, but the nurses wanted to keep an eye on me. That's when they found the brain bleed. I didn't realize it was an emergency. Thankfully, the nurses did.
This summer, own the adventure with Alliance RV and Traveland RV. For a limited time, get up to $3,400 in rebates on new in-stock Alliance RVs. Create your affordable, reusable vacation and make memories that last a lifetime without the hassle of airports or hotel bookings. And with our Camp Now, Pay Later options, getting into your dream RV has never been easier. Visit Traveland RV today and own the summer with Alliance RV. Adventure is waiting.
Today's Dodgecast is going to be hot, really hot, with a 100% chance of sizzling summer savings.
Dodge delivers.
Your local Vancouver Island furniture store with the very best in quality, selection, and customer experience. It's worth the drive to Dodds.
Locally owned and operated, Postings Denture Clinics provides all your denture services. Our in-house lab means you can expect a quick turnaround. Postings Denture Clinics, the smile you deserve. Book your free consultation in Victoria, West Shore, or Sydney.
Now is a great time to help you set goals to help you reach financial success.
Maybe you want to reach that success by making a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing.
A Capital Direct FlexiLine can get you there.
How would you use $80,000, $280,000, or even $2.8 million?
For your best financial health, choose FlexiLine Fitness from Capital Direct.
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca.
Well, there's celebration for a new orca calf. The Center for Whale Research says the calf was spotted with L-Pod on June 14th. Researchers with the Washington-based group are still trying to confirm who the mother is, but say they're thrilled with the news. L-130 comes a few months after another calf was born to the L-Pod, observed 4 months ago. Well, we are learning more tonight on the plans for the former Hudson's Bay store at Mayfair Mall, and the billionaire owner behind it gave us a rare interview today. Here's Jordan Cunningham.
From outside, it's not much to take in, yet. But this former Bed Bath & Beyond is beyond anything you'd expect to see in this space across the street from Mayfair Shopping Center. Welcome to Deerland, a sort of Alice in Wonka land where there's no such thing as too much fun.
Hey, you're pretty good at this.
It's a kid's play zone, and for older kids, there's plenty to do.
Wait, there's a rock wall?
Yeah, over there.
There's a trampoline park and a massive arcade with subtle local nods and accents, delightfully similar to somewhere you've perhaps been before. You may know the name Ruby Lou. She owns the place. She's the billionaire businesswoman who owns Mayfair Mall, Nanaimo's Woodgrove Center, and Sawasan Mills. She made national headlines last year in her pursuit of purchasing the leases of 25 Hudson Bay stores to open her own department stores, a pursuit that fell short. She hasn't done many interviews with English-speaking media, but with the grand opening of Deerland on the 30th, here we are. She considers this an extension of Mayfair and an uptick in the fun department.
Her focus always happiness. How she brings happiness to all her customers.
Her smallest customers make a beeline for Minitown, a little kid's intro to grown-up life, but a total fantasy world.
Kira, how long are the wait times? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Down the street is a grocery store that won't charge you $3 for a red pepper. There's even a TV station. Across the actual street is Ruby's biggest announcement. The old Mayfair Bay store will soon house equal parts food hall, night market, and performance space. It's similar to TM Wander, which opened May 30th at Sawasan Mills.
It's going to take about 30,000 square feet.
The goal is to enhance the mall experience as well as attract tourists.
Not only food, but food culture.
A new concept for Victoria. In the meantime, Deerland is open for fun.
Who wants to go on the trampoline?
Okay.
And Ruby jumps at the chance to be her own best customer. In Deerland, you can be whatever you want.
I see you got your own little TV station over there. You guys hiring?
We would love to work with you.
Not everybody wants to be a firefighter or a policeman when they grow up.
Good evening. Andy Neal is off tonight. I'm Jordan Cunningham.
So swing by on the double-double before word gets out.
I'm Tess Van Stratton with your island forecast. Clear skies tonight for the North Island. Bit of wind, particularly before midnight. Northwest winds up to 50 kilometers an hour. Then into that sunshine tomorrow and Friday, Saturday as well. So tomorrow it's going to be closer to 25 for inland locations, 23 for inland locations on Friday. A little bit of wind kicking up tomorrow as well. Then 22 and sunny for Saturday. Mix of sun and cloud Sunday. Clouding over for Monday and then partly sunny skies on Tuesday. Central Island, the run of sunshine continues. So clear skies tonight because of a ridge of high pressure. Northwest winds 20 to 40 kilometers an hour tonight, particularly by the water, and then sunny conditions for the next few days. Sun, 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 and more sun. 25 for locations tomorrow, and then 22 Friday, but inland areas closer to 25. And then on Saturday, inland areas will be 28. So mid to high 20 temperatures. Some inland areas like Port Alberni will be 30 or possibly even above. And then that warm trend continues for the next few days. And for the South Island, we're looking at clear skies tonight. A little bit of wind from the west by 1 to Fuca Strait. Sunny conditions tomorrow. 24 for most areas, although cooler spots where winds blow on shore will be 17. Same for Friday. And then partly cloudy conditions Friday. Highs around 23 for most areas. Lots of sunshine for Saturday. Those cooler spots in the teens though. And then lots of sunshine Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, mid to high 20-degree temperatures.
The Canadian dollar was down about 1/5 of a cent to 71.26 US. The TSX lost 264 points. The Dow slipped 507. The Nasdaq was off about 355. Gold gained $27 an ounce, and oil was up 74 cents to 76.01 a barrel.
Time to ride on the flip side.
Flip side. Weekdays at noon on CHEK.
Lotto Max now has more chances to win?
Oh yeah, like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist. Believe it.
Things feel hard right now. A tough economy.
No, I understand. That's okay.
Uncertainty. Rising prices. We all know there has to be a better way. That's why we're introducing you to the new Van City.
You get the next one.
We believe a brighter future is possible, and we're committed to building it. For you and for everyone. So join us.
The truck with road presence. The truck with a sport performance hood. 20-inch all-black aluminum wheels. Rugged black grille. And it comes with an unsurpassed 10-year or 160,000-kilometer warranty. The new 2026 Ram 1500 Black Express. Starting at $56,995.
Discover Vancouver Island's sweetest destination. Internationally beloved and locally family-owned, Heavenly Desserts invites you to indulge in exquisite brunch creations and decadent desserts. From the first bite to the last, Heavenly Desserts makes every moment feel like heaven.
Do you know what's in your mattress and how it's made? At Rest House, our Cocoon mattresses are designed with fully accessible latex layers. Support where you need it with a mattress made to last. Fall into the best sleep of your life.
At Integrity Sales, we proudly help our community grow. Whether it's growing land into food, soil into a garden, or a house into a home, our team is committed to making sure you have the supplies you need. As a family-owned business, we value quality and offer a wide variety of wholesale and retail products. For garden tools, soil, seed, feed, and more, Integrity Sales, where the professionals shop.
Now's a great time to set goals to reach your financial success.
Maybe you want to make a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing. How would you use $80, $280, or even $2.8 million?
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca.
Well, Canada's head coach, Jesse Marsh, says Captain Alphonso Davies will be available for tomorrow's World Cup match against Qatar in Vancouver. Davies hasn't played since early May when he suffered a hamstring injury while playing for Bayern Munich in a Champions League semifinal. Tomorrow is Canada's second match of the tournament after tying Bosnia and Herzegovina last Friday.
Sit in this chair and represent this organization. I can't tell you how much pride I have in that.
Port Alberni's Jim Hiller has been hired as head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hiller spent 4 seasons from 2015 to 19 as the team's assistant coach and most recently served as head coach of the Los Angeles Kings for 3 seasons. Hiller, a former general manager and head coach of the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, is the 41st head coach in Maple Leafs history, and he replaces Craig Berube. Well, a Nanaimo man made history last weekend after completing a half marathon around former Newcastle Island. Richard Harlow is blind and overcame the challenging trail race full of twists and turns. Here's Kendall Hansen.
For the past 6 years, Richard Harlow has been running, a challenging sport for anyone, especially when you can't see. But Harlow is always up for a challenge.
For me, running is the fastest mode of transportation that I can possibly do.
And the scary thing with running is like it kind of pushes your senses.
This past weekend, Richard took part in the most difficult race he's ever entered, called Run Sesatchen, that goes around former Newcastle Island near Nanaimo. As part of his training, Harlow went through the course before with a support runner, memorizing all the hills and turns.
I also wanted to show that a blind person could do it because no one had done it before, specifically at that race.
On race day, a guide runner helped with verbal commands, but other challenges arose. His legs seized up partway through the race, and focusing on his senses for so long resulted in terrifying fatigue.
It was like I was going more blind. And so that's scary, like for anyone, but when you have already limited vision as it is.
But Harlow did not give up, and after 3 hours and 17 minutes, he crossed the finish line.
Sorry, it was literally the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life.
He takes those last couple of steps and he's got his poles and he's just whooping it up and he crosses the finish line.
For Harlow, who's had to overcome many obstacles already, he hopes completing the 21-kilometer course will empower others.
I really want to show people that blind people really can do anything that they want to, especially when they're given the tools and the supports. Unfortunately, right now in society, blind people face unemployment and underemployment rates of around 70%.
It's just really important to have people that are willing to advocate very strongly for others in the community, and doing so with their actions and their words, and being able to empower others in this way. So I'm really proud of Richard.
Harlow says he will continue to run with the idea that with the right tools and support, anything is possible.
Camden Hartzell to the plate. Breaking ball lifted to right field. Going back.
The Nanaimo Night Owls looking for another win in Corvallis tonight. A Talon Zank ground rule double makes it 2-0 Owls in the fifth. It was a big inning for Nanaimo. After a sac fly made it 3-0. Jacob Hayes rips an RBI double, his second hit of the night. He would score on a triple by Lucas Chea. A 4-run inning for the Owls. They were up 5-0, and they ended up winning this game tonight, 11-6. And the Victoria Harbour Cats, they're continuing their exhibition series at Royal Athletic Park, and you can find out more by watching Harbour Cats in 30. That is up next. That's our show. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.
Are you waking up to pee at 1, 2, or even 3? Do you find your giggles can turn to dribbles? You're not alone. These issues are common, but they're not normal. I had them too, and it's why I started Eurospot. We combine technology, education, and health coaching to help women and men say goodbye to bladder leaks, urgency, prolapse, and other pelvic health issues, including ED. How? Simply by sitting on a chair fully clothed, rebooting the connection between your brain, bladder, and pelvic floor.
Looking for a truck? Come to Victoria's Truck Center. At Jenner, we have mid-size, half-ton, and heavy-duty trucks. When our name's on the back of your truck, you know you got the best deal. At Jenner Chevrolet Buick GMC, still on the old Island Highway.
For your sleep style, I recommend separate beds.
Anyone can call themselves experts, but are they? For over 100 years, Leon's has helped families find the perfect mattress like this exclusive Tufton needle.
Spend less, sleep comfortably.
This is Stephanie's closet. This makes Stephanie think ironing is fun, sometimes. This is a smart drawer, a space designed by California Closets, a company built on listening to Stephanie and you. Schedule your free design consultation now.
Things feel hard right now. That's why we're introducing the new Van City.
You get the next one.
To build a brighter future. For you and for everyone. So join us.
Little bit of slack. We are rock climbing at Fleming Beach, and we love this place.
Next Jeopardy, a champ returns.
Looking to clinch his 5th win and a guaranteed spot in the Tournament of Champions.
Expect anything when a player is expecting.
I'm 16 weeks pregnant.
Congratulations!
Jeopardy, Monday to Saturday at 7:30 on CHEK.